An organization is granted a block of address with the beginning address 14.24.74.0/24. The organization needs to have 3 sub-blocks of addresses to use in its 3 subnets as shown below. Means one of the company has granted the block this one. Okay, one of the company granted the IP address block from this one, and they have given for their network setup the IP address from this particular address, and they have to divide this particular network into the 3 departments, 3 sub blocks, where one department will carry 128 machines, other department will carry 60 machines, and other department will carry 10 machines. Then you will have to set up the network, and you will have to tell the first address of this 120 and last address, first address of this department, last address of this department, similarly for the third department. For this purpose, as per the given information, you can just put it down. This slash 24 means what? N. This is the N value. This is telling that the length of your NAT ID means what? The number of 1 bits in your NAT ID. So 24 number of ones you are having. Fine. So that's why you will calculate the capital N. That is capital N is equal to 2 raised to 32 minus N. That is 2 raised to 32 minus 24 is equal to 256. Means what? In your main network you can have a 256 machines can be connected. Among these 256 you want 120 for one department, 60 for one department, and 10 for one department. This is the condition. So you can start with the first address, where the first address is 14.24.74.0/24 because it is already given in the problem. And then the last address will be, they are telling 256 addresses has to be there, so add into this 256. So what will be the answer? 256 has to be there, but instead of that, when you are starting from 0, so that's why here it will come 255. So from 0 to 255, 256 addresses can be allocated for this one main network block. Start with the first case, one sub-block of 120 addresses. Since the number of addresses in the first sub-block is 120, which is not the power of 2. 120 value is not in the power of 2. Fine. Again, these 3 sub-block also, whichever has been given, this 3 sub-block is also not in the power of 2. So legally, you should have the number of subnets in the power of 2. So therefore, you will have this S is equal to 4. Here you are having 3. Instead of 3, it should be 4 because you need to divide this main part into 4 sub-block. As we have already seen the first slide here, which is telling you the idea about S should be the value which is in the power of 2. S is the number of subnets which must be power of 2. So with this specification here, you can have this 120 value will be converted into the power of 2, and therefore you will get 128 addresses for first department, you can say it. So instead of 120, you will be allocating 128 addresses for first subnet. In this case, when 128 addresses you are allocating, by default always what is your concern, that first address is the network address and last address is the special broadcast address. So with this here only 126 addresses will be available for the machines, because first is network address and the second one is the broadcast, means 128 minus 2 has gone, so 126 will be available to you. So now you calculate the subnet mask for the given subnet. And the formula just now we have seen, n is equal to n plus log of to the base 2 capital N upon capital Nj. So with this specification, n1 means what? The number of net ID bits in first subnet is equal to 24 means small n plus log of nj capital N divided by capital Nj and up to the base 2. So with this specification here you can see 256 upon 128. This 128 is the capital Nj, which is the number of machines into the subnet. So 128 you are dividing. After converting this with the help of the logarithmic table, otherwise with the calculator, you can get the value 25. So that's why you can observe, see, 14.24.74.0/25 will be the first IP address of your first part, and then plus 128 you're supposed to do. So that's why you look at the thing 0 to 127. These many addresses will be there. 0 to 127 means these many 128 host addresses will be there for first block. Now come to the second case. Second case is telling the number of addresses in the second block is a 60, which is also not in the power of 2. So therefore convert it into the power of 2, that means 64. You will have to allocate the 64 addresses in the second subnet. So again the same case, among the 64, one will be network address, one will be broadcast address, which is the special addresses which you cannot use for machine. So again the same case, then you calculate the subnet mask. Subnet mask will be calculated with the same formula. The network mask, subnet mask net ID is equal to 24 plus log of 256 divided by this second subnet ka strength you supposed to write, that is 64, to the base 2. You are getting the value 26. Your first subnet is getting closed at 127. Now you are starting the second subnet from 74.128, and you supposed to add 64 machines. So if you will start from 128 plus 64, it will be 192, but you are starting from 128, so therefore you will get the answered 74.191. This will be the final IP address of your second subnet. Move to the third case, one subblock of 10 addresses. Again, the number of addresses in the third block is 10, which is not in the power of 2. So please ensure the power of 2, that is 16. After 10, the 16 is a value which is coming in the power of 2. The first can be used for network address, and the last special address is the broadcast address. So with this specification here, you are going to here not allocating this particular IP setup to the machine. It will be the special addresses. So the third subnet ka mask ka net ID you are calculating. So for that purpose, the subnet ID length for third will be calculated with the same formula, 24 plus log of 256 means main strength of your network divided by third subnet ka strength, and to the base 2 you are having, it is giving the answer 28. The first address where you have left the subnet at 191, so it will start from 74.192. How many machines you are going to add? 16 machine you are going to add. So 192 plus 16, 208 we are getting, but since you are starting from 192, you will get 207 will be the last ID. This is the last IP address of your machine. So from 192 to .207, here you will have a third subnet ka partition. So then here some addresses will be pending from 208 to 255. See, 14.24.74.209 to 14.24.74.255. Till this, your IP addresses will be completely pending, and that's why this 48 addresses will be left for reserved purpose. You can see the diagram. This is the main network. The main network with n is equal to 24, which is given already in the problem, and capital N you calculated 256. Means these are the 256 machines you are having. These machines you are dividing into three different departments. Whenever you are dividing, you cannot get the three partition. You always will get the partition in the power of 2. So that's why here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 partitions are there. You can see the first partition starting from 74.0 will go up to 74.127. Second will start from 74.128, will go up to 74.191. This will move from 74.192 to 74.207. This is the printing mistake. This has to be recovered. 14.24.74.192 it should be, and then the last IP will be 114.24.74.207, and the remaining last part will be completely unused. With this specification, you may have to calculate the individual network mask also. So you can see it here, the first subnet ka network mask. It is 25. Why 25? See this diagram. You are having n is equal to 25. How you got it? Please recollect the point. This you got it 25 value here. This value you got 25. Here you got 26 after calculation. Here you got 28. So now in problem, you also will have to calculate the subnet mask. You are calculating it with this specification. You can just see the n value which has been given. This n value will be represented with this specification. Look here, that is the specification which has been given about n is equal to 25. This will be given here by writing here the idea about number of bits into the binary bit pattern. You are writing the binary values like this way. See, 8, 816, 824, and the 25th one this. This way here, the 25 number of ones you are writing, converting into the decimal, 255, this part 255, this part 255, and please convert it here, this also in the binary pattern. After converting here, you are getting the 128. So this is the first subnet mask you will have it. Second subnet mask in sub is equal to 26. So the length of subnet ID is given 26. So instead of this, here you people are writing 26 number of ones will be there. See, this is 26 number of ones are there out of 32. Again, convert it into the decimal point like this way, and this will be the second subnet mask you are having. Again, this will be converted into the decimal value, and the value will be 192. The third subnet mask is telling 28 is the length. So here you can observe 28 number of ones you have written, and then convert it into the decimal value which has been shown into this case. This way here you can have the representation of the subnet mask can be there into the problem. This kind of problem may be there in the practical sleep for 30 marks, and you will have to elaborate all these values by interpreting step by step. We have seen the problems on subnetting just now. In this here, increasing the number of bits in net ID is the subnetting effect, and increasing the number of bits in host ID is the supernetting effect. If you have a default mask with n is equal to 24, then if you are increasing here this length from 24 to other than more value, so then in that case this concept is called as a subnetting. So this is what the subnet mask of 8 subnets. Divide one class C block into 8 sub block. When you are having 8 subnets to be divided, so 2 raised to 3 means what? 1, 2 and 3 bits you should add more into your default mask. So you can observe it, 24 plus 3, 27 number of bits are there in the subnet mask. Similarly, when you are having combining 8 sub blocks of class C block into one super block, then instead of increasing this gray shaded area, means what? Net ID, you are increasing host ID, that is black shaded area. So that's why here you can observe you are 24 minus 3 you are doing, means 21 number of bits will be there for net ID. 8 plus 816 plus 521, and this concept is called as a super network. Means you are combining small network into one network. Here what you are doing, you are dividing one big network into small network. That time you can observe the subnet id will be different. So the number of bits in the subnet id is different. You can see n sub here increasing, n sub here decreasing, and the default mask of the network is supposed like this way. This concept is called as a subnetting and supernetting. This here syllabus we are going to just discuss about the subnetting problem, and that we have already discussed about two cases here in the previous slide. Now here you can have a certain special addresses can be used. When you are having all zeros are there, then in all zeros the special address you do have it here 0.0.0.0 slash 32. This special address is telling when a IP packet has to be transmitted to the destination machine, and this particular source don't know its own IP address, then that time here it will write 0.0.0.0. Means what? Why? Because it is not knowing its own IP. So that's why it will tell it like a local machine address, and it will be mentioned by 0.0.0.0. And in this case here, when this 0.0.0.0 is represented, this particular setup is used into the bootstrap protocol. The bootstrap protocol means what? The address identification protocol. While to when you want to map the IP address with the physical address, and that time you use this bootstrapping. We have seen this concept in ARP protocol. I hope the people are recollecting. In ARP protocol, we have seen this concept. So like this way, these special addresses can be used into the network for finding here the IP setup into the network. All ones, that is 1 all 32 bits ones are there. So means what? 255, 255, 255, 255. So this is a purely broadcast address you are having slash 32. This limited broadcast address is a single address which is reserved for the limited broadcasting in the current network. A host wants to send a message to every other host. In that case, this IP address can be used into the network. The next address is a loop back address. The address which is starting from 127.0.0.0 to any other range in these particular domain only is called as here the loopback address. This loopback address is used in a network for testing purpose. It is used to test the software on the machine. And when you want to check here the IP address is active or not on the destination side, that time here you are using ping. Actually you are pinging the IP address, but instead of that you can use here the loopback interface. The meaning of this that here if I am sending the message packet to Bob, and if the Bob is not reachable, it is not active, then my packet should be reverted back to the source. That is what called as a loopback concept. And this also can be elaborated in this slide here. The loopback addresses are having the range 127.0.0.1 to 127.255.255.255. And here this loopback address is used by hosts to direct the traffic to themselves, and it is maintaining the traffic because whenever the active node is not there, the packet will get reverted to the source and automatically it will not be landed into the channel. If a host sends a packet with the loopback address as the destination IP address, the packet will be delivered to itself. That just now I told you. This address cannot be assigned to any internet host. Means in the network setup, you cannot assign this range of the addresses because these are the special addresses which is used for testing purpose. So whether you are using the Windows server, whether you are using the Linux server, still this IP address is specially used for setup purpose. So it will not be assigned to any single machine. The loopback address is mainly used for testing purpose, And to test the TCP/IP configuration of the host, you people can use into the internet, and it is used by the developer to test the network applications. Means for the network software setup also you can use it. There are certain private addresses are there which are specifically available for the companies, and they can use for their private administration purpose. They cannot be used globally because they don't have any use in the global internet organization. So such kind of addresses are certain range has been given, that is called as a private addresses. Multicast addresses, this multicasting means what? More than one. So the block from 24.0.0.0/4, this block is completely reserved for multicasting. And multicasting means what? To more than one machines, you can transmit the data packet. That multicasting can be done into these particular references.